and Harbor Island. Charles Wesley Methodist Church, Lower Bogue. Mission Church of God, Upper Bogue. The Current Community Center, The Current. Haitian Baptist People Church, The Bluff. Zion Methodist Church, Current Island. New Jerusalem Church, Blackwood. Sir George Roberts Public Library, Harbor Island. Lighthouse Church of God, Harbor Island. New Alliance Church of God, Harbor Island. Eleuthera Southern District. Church of God of Prophecy, Topham Bay. Deep Creek Primary School, Deep Creek. Green Castle Primary School, Green Castle. Wims's Bight Primary School, Wims's Bight. The DRM Authority 2025 Official Hurricane Shelter List. Acklands Community Center, Spring Point. Crooked Island, Church of God of Prophecy, Landrail Point, Richmond, Mosstown, and Cripple Hill residents, Cripple Hill. Landrail Point Community Center, Landrail Point. Inagua, St. Philip's Anglican Community Center, Matthew Town. Meaguana, St. James Native Baptist Church, Abrams Bay. Meaguana Comprehensive K School, Pirates Well. Betsy Bay Community Center, Betsy Bay. The DRM Authority 2025 Official Hurricane Shelter List. Cat Island, St. Mark's Anglican Church, Port Howe. Zion Baptist Church, McQueens. Seaview Seventh-day Adventist Church, Wilson Bay. Holy Redeemer Catholic Church, New Bight. Mount Sinai Native Baptist Church, New Bight. Lovely Zion Baptist Church, The Bluff. St. Andrew's Anglican Church, Arthurstown. San Salvador and Rum Key. Fellowship in Christ Church, Coburn Town. Curace Research Center, United Estates Settlement. Idell Jones Community Hall, Coburn Town. St. James Native Baptist Church, North Victoria Hill. St. John's Native Baptist Church, United Estates Settlement. St. Peter's Native Baptist Church, Long Bay. And Rum Key All-Age School, Rum Key. The DRM Authority 2025 Official Hurricane Shelter List. Abaco Central District. Central Abaco Primary School, Marsh Harbor. Friendship Tabernacle, Dundas Town. Guanakee Primary School, Guanakee. Manawar Primary School, Manawar. Hope Town Primary School, Hope Town. Abaco, Northern District. Amy Roberts Primary School, Green Turtle Key. Faith Walk Church of God Community Center, Cooperstown. Grand Key All-Age School, Preschool Block, Grand Key. Abaco Southern District. Crossing Rocks Primary School, Crossing Rocks. Moores Island School, Moores Island. And Soul Seeking Ministries, Moores Island. And that was the list of the 2025 Official Hurricane Shelter List of the DRM Authority.
During a storm, your safety is priority number one. Stay indoors and away from windows and avoid going outside. Keep a flashlight handy and tune in to all official updates. Never use candles. They are a fire risk. Stay calm, stay connected, stay safe.
The DRM Authority 2025 Official Hurricane Shelter List. Grand Bahama, Western District. Bethany Baptist Church, Hannah Hill. Church of God of Prophecy, Sea Grape. Central Zion Baptist Church, Pinedale. Church of God of Prophecy, Pinedale. Bethel Baptist Church, Pinedale. New Mount Olivet Baptist Church, Holmes's Rock. 8 Mile Rock Gymnasium, 8 Mile Rock. Grand Bahama Central District. Foster B. Pestina Hall, Christ the King Church, Special Needs Shelter, East Atlantic Drive. Church of the Ascension, West Beach Drive and Arden Forest Road. Central Church of God, Coral Road. First Baptist Church, Columbus Drive. Shiloh Seventh-day Adventist Church, Sandcombe Road. Evangeline Jervis, Hurricane Shelter, Anita Doherty Drive, Beachway Drive, and Gambia Drive. Revelation Apostolic International Church, Jobson Avenue. New Life Worship Center, Coral Road. Calvary Temple Assembly of God, Clive Avenue. Bishop Michael Eldon School Auditorium, Anita Doherty Drive. Church of God of Prophecy Community at Heart Reserved, for Aftermath, Coral Road, Maurice Moore Primary School, Torcross Road, and Sandcombe Drive. First Holiness Church of God, reserved for Aftermath, Young Husband Avenue. Miracle Revival Fellowship, reserved for Aftermath, Eleuthera Drive, Hawksbill. Sir Jack Hayward Junior High School, Settlers Way. St. George's High School Gymnasium, Sunset Highway.
When a hurricane watch or warning is issued, medical emergency services are placed on high alert. For many persons seeking medical care, defining what an emergency is can be difficult to assess given all that is occurring during the storm. The following basic guidelines are designed to help you assess your emergency. If you are experiencing symptoms like shortness of breath, chest pain, severe pain, disorientation, extreme vomiting or diarrhea, vision disturbance or suicidal thoughts, you should seek immediate medical assistance. If you are bleeding significantly or otherwise severely injured, seek emergency assistance immediately. Children presenting with symptoms like high fever and extremely listless or lethargic behavior need to be taken to the emergency room immediately. If you are unsure of the extent of your condition, you are advised to seek medical assistance immediately. Share your symptoms with the on-call doctor and get advice as to whether or not it can wait until normal business hours. Remember, emergency care is not a convenient option for basic medical care during a storm. The Public Hospitals Authority encourages members of the public to use these basic guidelines to help decide on whether something is an emergency or not. The authority reminds the public that in the case of an emergency, always call 919 or head immediately to the emergency room. This message has been brought to you by the Public Hospitals Authority.
Here in the Caribbean region, our climate is changing, resulting in intense heat as temperatures soar. This increase in temperature is having a significant impact on our energy sector.
With the increase in temperatures, we, of course, are expecting an increase in the use of electricity or cooling, etc. So there's an increased demand on the utility companies to, provide for that overload on their systems.
The hotter it gets, the more energy need there is for cooling among the population, but also the harder it becomes for electricity to be produced. So the efficiency of electricity production is typically also lower when it's really hot.
But there are ways we can help. Simple actions can make a big difference.
There are certain measures that we can take to make sure that we mitigate some of the possible impacts, such as using LED bulbs.
It's up to all of us to take proactive steps. Stay informed and prepared. Together, we can weather this storm. For more information and updates, follow CIMH on X, Facebook, and Instagram. Welcome to the Caribbean, a paradise inhabited by millions. But this paradise is facing a new challenge, the impacts of a changing climate. As these impacts intensify, our tourism sector is feeling the heat.
Of course, with increased temperatures, the tourism practitioners can expect a significant increase in the demand for cooling and hydration services. So for example, persons will be using a lot more AC, they'll be using the refrigerator more, the use of the pools, showers, taking more showers, and of course drinking more water. The tourism operators should advise their guests about the heat that is expected and actually advise them on how best they can use the resources efficiently.
Tourism sector, it is important that the tourism practitioners are able to sensitize their tourists, their clientele, but also their workers to the dangers of heat.
Together, we can protect our paradise. Let's embrace sustainable practices, stay informed, and work together to ensure the Caribbean remains a premier travel destination for generations to come. To keep informed and learn more, follow CIMH on X, Facebook, and Instagram.
We are here in the time of need. There's no discrimination. The mission is to relieve the suffering. We volunteer, we deliver care with training throughout the years. We empower to heal the world. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work together to help those in need. So volunteer with us and donate to show you care. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work.
At Fort Charlotte, I'm Garnell Dames. This is ZNS.
Good night, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We welcome members of the media, our partners joining virtually, and the Bahamian public tuning in from across the country. This evening's briefing comes as the Disaster Risk Management Authority continues coordinated evacuation operations across the southern Bahamas in preparation for Hurricane Melissa. Joining us this evening to provide updates are the Honorable Leon Lundy, Minister of State with responsibility for disaster risk management, Mr. H. Alex Storr, Executive Chairman of the Disaster Risk Management Authority, Mr. Aaron Sargent, Managing Director of the Disaster Risk Management Authority, and Mr. Jeffrey Green, Deputy Director of the Bahamas Department of Meteorology. We'll begin with a meteorological update from Mr. Green.
Good evening, everyone. This is alert number 18 on Hurricane Melissa, issued by the Bahamas Department of Meteorology, Tuesday, the 28th of October, 2025 at 9 p.m. Powerful Melissa is moving towards the eastern Cuba area. Conditions are expected to deteriorate rapidly over the next several hours. Feeder bands of Melissa presently impacting the southeast and central Bahamas. Tropical storm and hurricane conditions expected in the islands of the central and the southeast Bahamas, and tropical storm conditions are expected in the Turks and Caicos Islands through Wednesday morning. The islands set to receive the strongest impacts from Hurricane Melissa are Ragged Island, Long Island, Auckland, Crooked Island, Samana Key, Rum Key, San Salvador, and mainland Exuma. A hurricane warning is now in effect for the central and southeast Bahamas. This includes Exuma and its keys, Ragged Island, Rum Key, Long Island, San Salvador, Cat Island, Auckland, Crooked Island, Long Key, Maguana, and Inagua. A hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are expected in the mentioned islands within 36 hours. A tropical storm warning is in effect for the Turks and Caicos Islands. A tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected in the mentioned islands within 36 hours. At 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the eye of Hurricane Melissa was located near latitude 18.8 degrees north and longitude 77.2 degrees west, or 50 miles east-northeast of Montego Bay, Jamaica, 160 miles southwest of Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, 250 miles southwest of Duncantown, Ragged Island, 295 miles southwest of Salina Point, Auckland, 270 miles south-southwest of Matutang, Inagua, 380 miles south-southwest of Providenciales, Turks and Caicos Islands, 370 miles south-southwest of Abrahams Bay, Mayagüana, and 425 miles south of New Providence. Hurricane Melissa is moving towards the north-northeast, near 8 miles an hour. A turn towards the northeast is expected later this evening, and a faster motion in that direction is expected on Wednesday and Thursday. On the forecast track, the core of Melissa is expected to move over eastern Cuba later tonight and early Wednesday morning, and move across the southeast and central Bahamas later on Wednesday. Maximum sustained winds are now near 125 miles an hour with higher gusts. Hurricane Melissa is a Category 3 on the Hurricane Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. Melissa is expected to remain a powerful hurricane when it moves across Cuba and into the Bahamas. Hurricane force winds extend outward up to 30 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 195 miles. Residents in the central and southeast Bahamas, especially those set to receive the strongest impact, as well as the Turks and Caicos Islands, should rush to complete all preparations for possible tropical storm and hurricane conditions. And they will begin, like I said already, through early Wednesday morning until Thursday. Residents in the northern and northwest Bahamas should closely monitor all alerts issued by the Bahamas Department of Meteorology and be ready to prepare for possible tropical storm or hurricane conditions if necessary. Hurricane Melissa, if it follows the forecast track as predicted, will bring extended periods of violent winds, heavy rain, and widespread inland and coastal flooding, along with hazardous sea conditions to the islands in the central and southeast Bahamas, as well as the Turks and Caicos Islands, from Wednesday through Thursday. The islands expected to experience the strongest impacts again are Ragged Island, Long Island, Auckland, Crooked Island, Samana Key, Rum Key, San Salvador, and the mainland of Exuma. However, the extent of the impact depends on a Melissa strength as it moves through the central and southeast Bahamas. We expect rainfall amounts of 5 to 10 inches around the center of the eye as it moves through the Bahamas, and they will generally be right around Long Island, Auckland, and Crooked Island back towards Mayagüana. We expect for Turks and Caicos, they will receive 1 to 3 inches of rainfall. In terms of storm surge, 5 to 8 foot above normal dry ground is possible in the southeast Bahamas, especially near the eye and east of the eye, which will be again along Long Island, Auckland, and Crooked Island, and back towards Mayagüana. The next alert will be issued at midnight tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Green. We'll now call on Minister Lundy to provide additional remarks.
My fellow Bahamians, thank you for joining me this evening. As a nation, we stand at a critical moment. Hurricane Melissa continues to move steadily towards our islands, and the time for preparation has now come to an end. The southern islands are expected to begin feeling the effects of the storm in the early hours of tomorrow morning. To those in its path, I must be clear. This is your final opportunity to ensure your safety. If you have not already found secure shelter, please do so immediately. Now is the time to stay indoors and to stay in place. Evacuations are ongoing but nearing completion. Managing Director Erin Sargent will give further details on that progress. With Melissa hours away, The focus is now on sheltering in place and maintaining safety through the duration of the storm. The DRM Authority and emergency teams will continue to monitor continuously the conditions and provide updates as needed. I know that these operations have been demanding, but they have been carried out with exceptional professionalism and care. The coordination between our agencies and the dedication of our personnel have been steadfast from the beginning, and that effort continues even now as we move into the next critical phase of response. I want to take this moment to express deep gratitude to our Family Island administrators, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, the Royal Bahamas Police Force, the Department of Social Services, the Department of Aviation, the Airport Authority, the National Emergency Management Agency, BANZA, the Civil Aviation Authority of the Bahamas, and all of our emergency partners. Your commitment to the safety of our people has been unwavering. And to you, the Bahamian people, especially those in the Southern and Central Islands, I thank you for your patience, your discipline, and your courage. You have shown once again the strength of our national spirit. We are a praying people, and in moments like these, we turn to our faith for comfort and strength. I ask the entire nation to lift up prayers tonight for our sisters and brothers in the Southern and Central Islands. We know the power of these storms. We have seen it before. Our neighbors in Jamaica are already experiencing Melissa's impact. Reports from there describe damaging hospitals, compromised roofs, flooding, and widespread power outages. These realities remind us of the seriousness of the threat we now face and the importance of the precautions we have to take together. Additionally, we are praying for our neighbors in Cuba who are about to experience Melissa's impact within a few hours. Even as we prepare for difficult hours ahead, I want all residents to hold fast to confidence and calm. We are prepared well, we are organized, we are ready, and with faith, discipline, and unity, we will weather this storm. So tonight, I urge every household to remain indoors. Stay where you are, secure what you can. Keep your loved ones close, and let us trust in our preparation and in God's protection over our islands. We have faced challenges before and emerged stronger each and every time. Together, we will do so again. May God bless and keep each of you safe, and may God bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. We now invite Managing Director Sargent to give an operational update.
Good evening. Today, the Disaster Risk Management Authority coordinated what is, by every measure, the most extensive pre-event evacuation exercise undertaken by the government of the Bahamas in recent history. It was a complex, multi-island operation that required seamless coordination across every arm of government. The DRM team, Family Island administrators, along with teams from all of the emergency support functions, are working around the clock to ensure that every Bahamian in the storm's path is brought to safety. We are deeply grateful for the strong partnership of our national and international collaborators, including the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, the Department of Aviation, Department of Social Services, Airport Authority, Nassau Airport Development Company, Bahamas Air Navigation Services Authority, Civil Aviation Authority, the Embassy of the United States, and the U.S. Coast Guard. Their support has been vital to sustaining this evacuation effort under very challenging conditions. As of this evening, 1,348 residents have been safely evacuated from the southern Bahamas. Evacuations in Inagua, Auckland, and Ragged Island are complete, and we are in the final stages for Crooked Island and Meguana. At 8 p.m. tonight, the Airport Authority closed all airports except those needed to facilitate final evacuation flights. operations will continue for as long as weather conditions safely allow. While most evacuees are staying with family and friends, we have activated shelters in New Providence to provide housing for evacuees who need accommodation. These shelters will remain on standby to receive the final incoming evacuees. In light of the storm shift, as mentioned by the Department of Meteorology, we have also activated the following shelters in the Central Bahamas through the Family Island Administrator in Long Island and her Incident Command Center. On Long Island, the Long Island Community Center in Clarencetown. On San Salvador, Fellowship in Christ Church, Cockburntown. Garris Research Center, the United States Settlement. Idle Jones Community Hall, Cockburntown. St. James Church, North Victoria Hill. St. John's Church, United States Settlement. St. Peter's Church, Long Bay. On Rumpke All-Age School. I want to take this moment to remind residents who are awaiting evacuation, please remain calm, stay in contact with your Family Island Administrator, and follow their official instructions. The national hotline 323-1373 remains open for anyone needing assistance or information. Every resource available from the government of the Bahamas is being deployed. Every decision we make is guided by one single priority: the safety of the Bahamian people. Thank you.
Thank you, Managing Director Sargent. We will now open the floor to Q&A.
At this point, we had, and we're still tabulating those final numbers, but at this point, it is an extremely high percentage of those islands. As you note, I believe the population in the southeastern Bahamas is slightly under 3,000, and so we've evacuated the majority of the residents on those islands. Again, those who have decided to stay have advised that they will shelter in place, and so we have provided guidelines on sheltering in place.
Okay, and with that, we'll bring this press briefing to a close. We encourage you again to pay attention to all of the alerts from official sources. Make use of our resources, getready.gov.bs, and please stay safe, Bahamas.
At the 66 Steps, I'm Matea Cunningham. This is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition has a look at stories making news tonight. The Freeport Parliamentary Registration Office is seeing a steady flow of residents eager to get registered.